Hi there, everybody. This is Mark Bromley, the artist and author of the Yoranthium book series. And today I'm presenting to you a watercolor I did in the Gunnison Moab series. This is number 10, not the Gunnison. I mean the Moab, Utah series of arches and terrain and stuff. This one is number 10 in the series. It's 10 of 14 in the series, and this is Fisher Towers. Fisher Towers. Can you imagine being a fisherman on the top of this bluff right there and just fishing off the top of it, about 1,000 feet below you? There's no water down there, but you can catch maybe like sand spiders, scorpions. I don't know. You tell me what you might catch down there in the desert. Armadillos? Maybe, but that's probably a little bit further south than this location right here. But this is up by Moab, and this is the Fisher Towers. There's a little tree right there, and it's number 10 in the series. I did get a little quick with it because I was out there painting it, and well, when you're painting these things, you got to get a little quick. But yeah, that's kind of what the item looks like. That's what the Fisher Towers looks like. You can see the saturation, the little divots uh, over the years, how it got carved and shaped and formed. And there's like three little peaks there. I guess four if you count that little finger. And it's pretty nice out there, and it's all slick rock. There are people that have gone out there to climb these things. It's a little dangerous for them to do so. They don't really think it through, I don't think, because one of the people when I was out there in Moab, see, I'm pretty safe when I go out there. I can do this by myself. I'm not too much of a problem. I don't try to climb things by myself. But we did have one guy. He did climb these some rock out there by himself, and well, he ran into a mishap where a rock fell on his arm and he was pinned and he had to cut it off with his own knife. It's in the newspapers. You can look it up yourself. It's an actual real story. They had media coverage and everything, and I couldn't imagine putting yourself in that kind of peril and hazard around these rocks because there are some loose rocks. They are pretty heavy and they do fall. And well, gravity. Gravity's the worst thing out there. And yeah, this is a very good piece. And if you're interested, I'm Mark Bromley. You can go to my website if you like my books. Buy my book, Yoranthium. I'll be releasing a physical copy soon, hopefully. Probably be on print on demand, would be probably first copy because I don't know, the publishing industry just doesn't like to help people out, I guess, because they're worried about things. I guess it's all kind of dicey now because of the way politics are going. Some of the politicians, I know about them. I've ran into the source backing of the Emerge. He claims to be a philanthropist, but if I ever applied for anything, he'd never help me because I'm not going to give into his message, which is, a Hungarian message. The oligarchs, foreign dictators, and globalists wanted to control the message here in the United States. Yeah, it might have got Biden in office and stuff like that, but I'm not going to sell out my principles for some foreign globalist agenda. I'm just not going to do that. That's just stupid. Anyways, this is 22 inches by 30 inches, and if you send me an email where with the email attachment I have on this, you can actually order prints, glyces, even commission artwork. I've created commission work of people's portraits of their nephews and nieces and stuff like that when I was a kid. Did my first paintings in oil, and it is not the easiest thing to do. It actually takes time. Back in the Renaissance, the masters took months to years to actually create a portraiture of people. And if you understand the methods used to actually measure the face, the nose, like I said, art requires the knowledge of math and reading and philosophy and the study, real study. And I ran against people who could not educate their own students in their own schools because they have low math scores and low reading scores, and they're trying to blame it on art, that they're artists. Art is not something to blame or scoff at. It's not something to belittle or to degrade. It's actually a mathematics. There's a mathematics to it. I mean, when you're mixing color to get a certain hue, to get a certain color, because like I said, I use primary colors primarily because that's my budget currently right now. If I actually had the millions of dollars I'm supposed to have for my artwork and my supplies and backing all that up, I can make much more better stuff because then I can actually have all the colors I need instead of having to mix it. But mixology is a science. It is tricky to actually match up what you see in nature with what you want to put on the palette or what you want to put on the canvas. And basically, with basic colors, they don't always all mix the same, but there you have it. And yeah, my work is pretty good. It's pretty solid, and it's great stuff. And so order my stuff, order my work. I need the money because I have to go after some politicians here and correct some things because you know what? I don't think a person who's like a poli sci major, and you know what political science is? It's basically a person who's a door-to-door salesman and a telemarketer. That's basically a glorified name for what they do. And they're not leaders. They're not leaders. They think that that's what it is. They think it's a straight shot to leadership, and that's why they do the poli sci stuff. But it's a lie. It's a pseudoscience. I mean, it works on odds. I mean, you get a 51% versus 49%, and now you think it's science. It's not. It's just 51% versus 49%. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. It doesn't mean that that's ever going to happen that way. It's pseudo fake science, and that's what it is. It's a joke that people go there. And the person I'm going to be running against this year, uh, she has a gender study major. There are only two genders. She was there trying to tell people that there's to mutilate their gender of their children, and it was just wrong. It was just beyond wrong. But yeah, there's only two genders. Uh, I don't know how after 200,000 years we got confused here in 2020, just in the last 5 years, that we think there's more than two genders. Um, yeah, I don't know. Biology doesn't work that way. Evolution doesn't even work that way. So there's no science in that. That's just made up classes. And yeah, to have a major in trying to defy the two gender society rules that we've had for a millennia is ridiculous. Anyways, I'm Mark Bromley, the artist of this work, and if you want my work, you're welcome to help support me and do better work and stuff like that. I'm always working on Yoranthium book series stuff. I have some new artwork on that, but I won't be releasing that anytime soon. I have like thousands of artworks, and you know, I'm uploading a couple of these every day just to talk to you guys. And you have a great day. You have a happy day and a happy painting. Thank you very much. You have a great day.